I'm Ginger Lapid-Vaga, and I'm going to share with you three aspects of Enneagram Type 7s that are not commonly obvious or not so obvious because 7s are so energetic that sometimes people forget or don't recognize or haven't had the exposure to realize that there's actually some super interesting nuances that go on inside 7s. So one of them is that many 7s, when they start to do their development work, and they really get grounded we'll get into that in a minute, but inside themselves and pay attention to their inner life as much as the external stimulating life that they tend to focus on before they've done enough, or the kind of development work that really helps them, they actually can become almost like light beings because they become embodied. They access their heart, and their head center is already very vibrant, but it becomes more focused. And there's this kind of quality to them that instead of being like fairies or ethereal beings that kind of sort of move from thing to thing like a butterfly, they're actually more steady, but there's this quality of being sort of living in a higher plane or a higher space, and it's embodied. The second area for 7s, which took me a while because to sort of understand this, is that most of us get taught that in order to get grounded and embodied, we need to do it through our feet. And we're told, feel your feet on the ground, feel your feet, sort of the ground coming up to be. It's like grounding, but through your feet and through your legs into your feet in the ground. And what I found is actually more helpful for 7s is they can actually, because they live up in their heads and their energy is up there, they can actually bring that energy down and ground from the top down into their legs, through their torso, into their legs and into their feet. So instead of trying to ground from the ground up, it's grounding from the top down. The third area is that they're sometimes referred to, 7s are referred to as energizer bunnies. And they're very energetic, and they feel they like to keep themselves upbeat, but they also feel it's their responsibility to keep others. They do get tired. So what happens? Well, they go off into their private world. How often do they do this? And they actually sort of recharge. It's almost like the 7 line to 5, where they go into their own sort of space, and then they recharge, and then they kind of come back. So, whereas 5s live there, and when 8s go to 5, they often go there for a more extended period of time to kind of lick wounds and all that. But 7s, it's a recharge. Might be 15 minutes, it might be 30 minutes. It's not that long, but they recharge the batteries, and then they come back, and they kind of into the vibrancy again. So those are 3 areas that I think might be helpful to understand that are not obvious about type 7s.